Now you're ready to play a full game. Select a game from the casebook. You'll need the investigation and suspect cards and the clue cards that match the chapter you're playing. If this is your first full game, I would recommend playing game 2 on the blue cards. The low number games are easier than the high numbers. To play a real game, each of you will be one of the suspects. And to win the game, you must determine not only who done it, but who's who. Everyone pick a suspect card. Look at it and put it aside where no one will see it. Now write the names of the other players in the columns on your fact sheet. Then write your name next to your suspect. That's your personal identity for the game. The others will try to learn who you are from information that you supply. As you watch the action, pay attention to your suspect. Whenever you're asked to reveal a fact about your identity, you must say something true based on your observation, like, I'm a female, or I wear glasses. There are a few important rules about personal identity facts in your casebook. Now read this section aloud before beginning. Your fact sheet will help you keep track of information. If Joe tells me he's playing a female, I can eliminate all the male suspects under his name. If I learn that Patty is Miss Peach, I'll write her name here. And since no one else could be Peach, I'll eliminate her for all the other players. I can do the same for my own suspect. Any remaining suspect cards are shuffled in with the investigation and clue cards and are counted as facts. Now, if I pick a suspect from the deck, I know that none of the players represents that suspect. I can cross him or her off as a possibility for everyone. That means Joe is either Peacock or Rose. Now, if you are asked to read or give away a clue card, you can use a suspect card that you've picked up from the deck. And you can steal a suspect card the same way you steal clue cards. Not that one. The suspect cards make the game much more exciting, and the ending can be very suspenseful. I'll show you. You've watched all 5 scenes. You've continued playing your cards until you know the solution. So, write down the murderers, the victims, the rooms, and the weapons here on your fact sheet. Then look up the solution. If you're wrong, return your clue cards to the discard pile. But keep your suspect cards and stick around in case someone asks you for a personal identity fact. If you're right about the murders, the next step is to announce the other players' personal identities. Your opponents must confirm your identifications. If you're correct for everyone, then announce your solution to the mystery and win the game. If you get any of the identifications wrong, stop there. Regular play continues for one more suspense round. Any player who can, on this last round, solve the mystery and correctly identify all the other players steals the win away from you. If no one can do this, then you must be the best detective after all. On your next turn, complete the accusation and win the game. Well, that's all I have to say. Happy hunting, whoever you are. Chapter 1, The Will.
Leave now. It's pouring outside.
I'm no fool. Trapped in a mansion, cut off from civilization. We're all gonna die.
Now, your car is in the river.
Out.
Nothing's gonna happen to us.
Of course not.
I could swim to the next town.
We'll come into the kitchen and relax. Plum's making popcorn.
I will have the professor's formula by morning. I must cut off now.
It makes me feel so safe having a policeman with us.
Policeman?
You.
I think I have amnesia.
You have had it a long time?
Ever since I can remember.
I've developed an exciting new formula. It's a floor wax.
My.
Actually, it's a lousy floor wax, but a terrific poison.
Poison, honey?
Completely undetectable.
Just how did your brother die?
2 of us went on an elephant hunt in Guinea, celebrating Reggie's inheritance of the family money. Shot in the back.
Oh. Did they ever find who did it?
Near as we can figure, the elephant somehow managed to get his paws on the gun.
There was a struggle.
I suppose you were next in line.
I don't follow you.
The family money.
Ah, yes, of course.
Scum, Mrs. Fine. You don't know them like I do. I know their little secrets.
I hear you're in business. What kind?
None of your business. My card.
Like the monsoons of Sumatra.
Remember that summer in Sumatra?
I was never in Sumatra.
I think hemlock is quite acceptable.
But curare is better. Like my daddy always says, give me a good neuromuscular poison any day.
Stop the tape and everyone give a personal identity fact. Then play a round of cards before viewing this scene.
Miss Peach.
Melba, honey, I've never ever been to a will reading.
Monsieur Buddy, he made out this will a few days before he died.
A new will?
You cannot trust anyone.
Phooey.
It seems Monsieur Buddy suspected you, his old friends, of wanting to kill him.
That's ridiculous.
Are we disinherited now?
No, that's a strange part. I wish that all who attend the reading of my will be declared my legal heirs according to the following conditions.
Well,
It's nice to know he didn't hold a grudge.
Does this include strangers?
Maybe you ought to leave.
What about strangers?
It says all who attend. Miss Peach, Sergeant Gray, you are in on the deal.
I'm an heiress.
That's not fair.
The only trouble is none of us can get our hands on the money until all the others are dead.
What kind of a will is that?
just like that business in Borneo, remember?
I was never in Borneo.
Is this some sort of joke?
I'm afraid not. It is a kind of longevity game.
But something like that'll just take years and years. And I must say I do have an unfair advantage being so young, comparatively. I mean, what are the odds, let's say, of someone like Mrs. Peacock outliving someone like me? Is it possible to get out of this?
This document is to be read at a weekend party in the hope that all of my dear friends will kill each other off.
There's got to be a way of breaking this will.
Trying to make us kill each other.
Ridiculous.
The butler's not in on this. Somebody make a note.